You're tuning in to the Black Hollywood Live Network, featuring news, interviews, and commentary on all things Black Hollywood. Hollywood redefined. From Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is Black Hollywood Live. Stand up, sit down, featuring in-depth discussion and interviews with stand-up comedians on the art of stand-up comedy. Black Hollywood Live. Hollywood redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host for Black Hollywood Live, stand up, sit down.
Embrace, bask in this.
Oh, yes.
What's going on? It's 2015 and I'm back, baby. What's going on? It's great to be back. We got a whole new set, a whole new vibe, a whole new mentality. Welcome back to Ashford Thomas's BHL Stand Up and Sit Down. All right. Today I got the wonderful, beautiful, talented, all right, Miss Angel Laketa Moore. Say what's up to the people, baby.
You said it so beautifully.
I try.
I don't know if there's anything else I should say. Thank you for building this new set for me.
Oh, yeah, you know,
and for
baby.
me to be here
You
and
know
to
it.
just add the love. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm glad to have you here. And you brought some company with you?
Yes. I loved seeing the look on your face.
I was like, hold on, man. I was like, wait a minute. I had to go look at Instagram.
Like, wait a minute. Is she pregnant in her Instagram? How's that? Yes, I am 30 weeks pregnant with twin boys.
30 weeks.
Yes.
Twin boys.
Boom. That's what's up. Yeah.
And you also have another son as well.
Yes, so I got 3 boys in my, so 4 if you can count my husband. Yes.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I told you it's starting 5. About to be
Absolutely.
the Clippers out there.
Absolutely.
Get them together.
Absolutely.
At least a rec ball league or something.
Yeah. They all gonna be tall too. My husband's 6'5", so they all about to be
6'5"?
giants. Yeah.
They better work on that jumper immediately.
They better retire me is what I do know. Ain't nobody just gonna be tall just to be tall like they daddy. You ain't just about to paint ceilings and crap. You about to make some money.
Exactly. Just all wasted that height. Every time I see a tall brother over 6'5", I'm like, you just a waste of height.
You just a waste.
You should be in some league, water polo,
I know. I don't
something,
care if it's
brother.
volleyball. Make your money for mama.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay, that we gonna hop right on into it.
Let's hop it.
First of all, tell the people where you're from.
Okay. Oh Lord, it's such a long story. So I was born in Baltimore, Maryland, but I made
Okay,
it out.
I'm a little scared. Let me grab my.
No,
Make sure I'm good.
I made it out. You saw the brass knuckles on my phone.
Exactly.
But
Hold on, you gotta show people that. I want to make people sure, make sure they see
These
them.
are one I gotta get a new one.
This
A
is
new
B-more
pair.
right here. This
Yeah,
fine
this is
as
B-more. I mean, because it's real out in these streets.
It's
And, you cannot get a carry and conceal permit in California. So you got to do what you got to do.
but just in case something break out,
I'm going to bust you in your face.
let's do it.
But we moved around a lot, North Carolina, but I was raised in Kentucky. So that's where I spent most of my childhood through undergrad. And then I moved out here after I graduated from undergrad.
That's what's up. I got to ask, what part of North Carolina were you from?
I lived in a couple of places, Durham and Greenville.
Get out of here. I'm from Greensboro. What's up?
Ooh.
336, baby. I see you. Lee
Represent
Street.
there.
You got to do it. Okay. And then you went to undergrad. Go ahead and tell the people where you went.
So I went to Big Blue Nation, the University of Kentucky.
Yes.
Yes. Kentucky is not as racist as it seems. We love black boys that can play basketball.
You know it, you know.
That's about it. You ain't playing basketball.
They put
get
you
him
on
out
the
of
court
there.
and
Yeah.
show you love.
So yeah, went there 4 years, majored in theater. It was a good time. Like, it was a really nice community of artists and culture, which you would not think. But it really was. And then came out here to actually Orange County, to University of California, Irvine. Another culture shock. Everybody's Asian.
Yes.
Everybody is Asian. I have never been a minority to another minority group.
That's what people don't understand. When people come out to California, they're thinking they is black and white and Latino. But like, no, it's a lot of Asians out here.
Honey.
And they run it.
They run it. People y'all saw America's Best Dance Crew. All them groups were from Orange County.
Exactly. They dancing better than me. I'm like, hold up, bro.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
supposed to be natural for me.
I saw them when I was at school, those groups that would compete in the parking garage practicing. And I was like, I'm going to go up in there and show. I ain't going to show you nothing. Because y'all going to do some kung fu and make me look stupid.
Exactly.
I'm still over here doing the kid and play.
Exactly.
So I got my master's in acting from there. And,
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Definitely.
And then when I graduated from there, I moved up to LA and started working on ER immediately. So I did that for 3 years, and then just acting, and then I got into stand-up because, as I say, it's cheaper than therapy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, yeah, I just kept myself busy being creative once I got up here to LA.
Definitely. And when you got to LA, how did you, for the the young aspiring actor, actress out there, how did you hit the ground running? How did you go about it, getting your name out there?
Okay, so I was very strategic. The reason why I went to grad school and the reason why I went to UC Irvine, which is a really prestigious grad school, is that they had a showcase at the end of your 3 years being there. So we did a showcase in New York and a showcase in Los Angeles where the schools invited a bunch of agents and managers and casting directors that got to see your work. And it was just a snippet, just a second, but you brought your best work. And they got to see us do like two-minute scenes. So they got to see me do my dramatic and my comedy as well as my singing when I was in New York. And so when I was out here, I did it. It went well on both coasts for me, but on this coast, I knew that I would be able to work immediately. So the casting director of ER, John Levy, just kind of took me under his wing right after he saw me. So even though I had not casting directors, but agents and managers interested in me, he was like, no. I got better people I want you to meet. So the current manager that I have is the person I've been with for the 8 years I've been.
You got ahead yesterday, didn't you? Just bam, but it's a grind, it's a hustle,
It is. So I would just say, it's not about who you know out here. It's about who knows you.
That's very true.
So putting yourself in situations so that people who can help promote you that are respected, their opinion is respected. Getting in line with them is my best piece of advice. It's like, everybody know who Denzel Washington is. Everybody know he don't know you is the problem.
Exactly. Denzel, can you come to the audition? I'm at the audition.
Can you put a good word in for me? So just really finding ways to show that you're talented to people who can actually make something happen for you. And luckily, grad school was a great way to do it. For me, I don't recommend that for everybody, but definitely finding ways where you can, one, make sure you're good and not mediocre, and then get people to know you who can actually make things happen.
Yeah, and they put you in that platform where the eyes that need to see you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can definitely see you.
Absolutely.
Okay, definitely. Let's get a little bit into stand-up.
All right.
How'd you get into that? Did you always know you were funny?
I, not to sound conceited, yes.
You ain't feeling yourself, are you? Feeling yourself.
But I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know if I'd be good at stand-up.
Yeah, that's two different muscles right there.
Absolutely. And I was fully aware of that. I was like, yes, I know I can make people laugh. But that's different than going up with material every night that will make people laugh every night. And knowing how to handle it if it doesn't go well.
Yeah. That's the truth.
Yeah. So it was one of the things on my bucket list that I wanted to do before I turned 30. And I convinced two other of my girlfriends, Brescia Webb and Denora Walcott, who are both stand-up comedians who had never done it before, to take a class with me called Pretty Funny Women. And this was like right after I had my son. And again, like I said, it's cheaper than therapy because I was like, what am I going to do? I have a child and I'm an actress. How am I going to work?
A whole nother world.
Yeah. So I took the course. It was like 6 weeks. And it's taught by a young businesswoman named Lisa Sunstead, who's been doing stand-up for forever. And she just kind of helps you figure out how to actually write a joke. Not so like you find your voice in the class, but it's just really like, okay, this is how the setup, the tension you need to have, blah, blah, blah. And then you find your own style from there. So I started out at her class and it was so much fun. Scary, but still so much fun. So that's kind of how it started. I just wanted a way to still be creative while I was being a mom because I knew I was going to have to sacrifice some of the time that I was auditioning to be at home with my child.
Yeah.
But I wanted to still have an avenue to be creative and not be stagnant.
And how do you balance that? Because it definitely You know, it's things people go through in life that we like, I can't be on the acting ground right now. I'm pretty sure pregnancy is one.
Pregnancy makes it difficult.
Definitely on the list.
But I have been working this pregnancy. Hallelujah.
You better
Praise
work
God. Yeah. But yeah, it does. Like, that first pregnancy was so hard for me because I knew as soon as I got pregnant, I was like, soon as I start showing, it's curtains for me because pregnant women are considered a liability. Now, there's some people who want real pregnant women, but it's few and far between.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it was really like, what am I going to do to just not feel like I had no power over my own career?
Yeah.
And stand-up was a way that I was just like, oh, I can do this. I can go and do stand-up at night, and my husband can watch the baby, and I can come back home, even though I look a mess because I haven't had a chance to do nothing with myself. But it's just you just have to. That's one thing that I think a lot of people don't realize. They think it's just going to be, this. I don't think they think it's going to be easy, but I don't think they realize how much more than an entertainer you have to become when you come out here. You become a producer, you become a writer, you become a content creator. If you want to not be sitting twiddling your thumbs.
And I'm so glad you brought that up. I was doing a documentary with my cousin, John Ledbetter. And basically we're talking about, black actors and actresses and everything. And one thing I said to him was like, as an African-American, you don't have the privilege to just be an actor. Like, it's no roles where, Tobey Maguire just came out and did Spider-Man. That was it. And then, made millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And I can't think of when I saw handful of movies beforehand. But it's just like, you're blown into the atmosphere. Every time you see, a black person at a certain level, you know where they came from. It wasn't no overnight. It wasn't like, I just went to this audition and my life changed. No, brother, no. You was grinding in the stand-up situation. You were grinding in the sitcom, doing the auditions just like everybody else till something popped and everything. So, words of wisdom for people out there that think, it's just, I'm going to just do that audition grind.
Right. And what's crazy is that I won't even just put that on black folk. I got the opportunity here recently, one of the jobs that I booked while I was pregnant, that's about to air soon. I got to do a guest star on Workaholics, which is on Comedy Central. Yeah. And it's 3 really young white guys.
Funny cats.
Yeah. They're hilarious. And getting to work with them I worked with them for a week because I shot every day. And I got to learn their story and how they were just putting up sketches on YouTube every week until eventually Comedy Central took notice to one of their sketches and then funded them to do a full web series and then picked it up for a television series. Yeah. And I just kind of was blown away by the fact, one, that they had the gumption to just be like, because at the time, nobody knew who the heck they were.
Nobody. It's some random dudes.
They were only in their 20s when they just now turned 30 in their EP and their own television show. Yeah. But just to see that, no. Everybody is grinding right now. So if you think Miss Little Black Girl, who probably is very cute and got cute abdominal muscles and all that
Fine.
stuff.
Stomach out all the time.
Yeah. Instagram famous. Can just wait for an audition. I mean, God bless you if it does work out that way, but there are so many people who are willing to put in the work and prove that they're more than just a face, that it would just behoove a person to go ahead and put in the work now, and then maybe down the line you'll be able to kick up your feet and just wait for a script to come to you. But this is not the time to think that that's just gonna happen.
Exactly. Like, it's very true. Like, you have to create a platform where people can see you in. Yeah. Because a lot of people don't understand, like, when you go to these casting directors, a lot of times they don't really know what they're looking for. No. So you got to create this platform of saying, hey, this is what I can do. This is a realm I can do. These are characters I can play off of. Yeah. You almost got to bring the show to them now. Yeah. A lot of people don't realize it's a lot of shows that they just don't become developed. It's like the concept was brought to them, to the network, because it had a following, so forth and so on. So, it's a grind. It
is. But I love it. I like working hard.
You got to love it because, what else would you want to do besides?
Why would I do this to myself?
Exactly.
Why would I do that to myself?
Definitely. And, Well, let's go into a little personal life. You know, my man. When did we meet Mr. Right, the hubby?
Ooh, actually, I met him before I moved out here, but I had a boyfriend in Kentucky. So he's from Kentucky too. I was like, I'm not fooling with these dudes out here.
Kentucky brothers don't get no love.
I mean, no. Kentucky brothers get love. California brothers was not getting
That's
love.
very true.
Yes.
That's very true, man.
So
North Carolina in the house. Just let you know. As I sip my Sprite.
So no, I actually brought my husband out here from Kentucky.
That's what's up.
But we didn't start dating until I moved to California. And I'm one of those chicks. I made this very clear to him because he's actually 2 years younger than me. Early on, we started dating. I said, I am not girlfriend material. I was very upfront. I said, I am wife material.
Why did I get uncomfortable for so? What happened? That's grown woman talk right there.
Absolutely. Yeah. I didn't want him to get confused. I said, as soon as I realized that this is not going to be, you're not going to be who I need you to be for this to be a forever thing, believe me, I'll let you go. So I don't want you to think that I'm going to be like, carrying this on for a long, long time.
Don't do the smile when you said it.
Yeah.
That's like when people get fired and they want to be like, hey, brother, just to let you know, pat on the back, stay positive.
Right.
Just to let you know, you can be out the door real quick.
I didn't want him to think that I was there to waste his time, and if he was confused and thought he was going to waste mine, I just wanted to make it very clear that was not going to happen. And he didn't run off. He wasn't like, oh my God. It was just, I didn't want, some girls, they are ready. They're waiting for it. They want to get married, but they're not upfront about that because they're nervous about,
putting that pressure on.
Yes. Yeah. And for me, it was like, I'm not putting pressure on you. I'm letting you know where my head is. I'm not girlfriend type. I am very loyal wifey type. I take care of who I love. I'm not about to waste all that care and love on something that's about to be a little temporary fix.
That's that East Coast love, man.
Yeah.
How old were you when you were saying all this? Can I?
Let's see here. 24, 25.
Woo!
Yeah. Yeah. I just knew. I'm not, some girls love to date and go out. There's too much stuff swimming around up in here.
Yeah, don't get caught up.
Yeah. Stuff being fell off one morning. Like,
I was just at the club and Jesus.
Everything
Them my jeans and
Yeah, no. That's just never been me. I don't enjoy the dating scene like that. It's just not me. So I was just like, let me just make it clear. I'm the goods. I'm high quality.
You better
when
know
it comes
it.
to I mean, yes, I do. That's it. No. I do. I am high quality goods.
I'm not mad.
So yeah, but he was game. Like he was all about it. Like and I knew when it clicked for him too. So I was just like, okay, we're on the same page. So we got married when I was 27 and he was 25, and we've been married for almost 8 years.
What?
Yes, so I'm telling my age, but
I know. Do the math. Carry the one.
I'm not cracking.
All right, girl, you're looking beautiful over here.
Thank you.
Right? It doesn't crack. It's looking moisturized and cocoa butter and everything up in here. But definitely, okay, cool. So managing that love relationship, being out here in LA as well, have you found that it was difficult sometimes because you're on the grind, you're going to auditions. I don't know what his profession is or what his structure.
He's not in the entertainment industry, so.
So explaining to him, hey, baby, this is what I do.
It was definitely hard because he was like, this is stupid. He was like, why do you do this? Especially like if I would go out on audition and I would get such great feedback and then I'd still not book something.
Yeah.
He'd be like, what the? I mean, he would be angry. He'd be like, no, somebody need to call them. I'm like, no.
You can't do that. You don't do that.
I'm like, this is a part of it. Is hearing nothing but positive stuff and still walking away without the job.
Yeah.
So that has been a struggle for him, but he's gotten better with not taking it so personally, because sometimes I feel like I have to soothe him. I don't even get a chance to be upset. I'm not booking something, but
it ain't Kentucky mad.
He's like, no, this is just dumb. Yeah. If you good, then they just need to give you the part.
Stop playing games with him.
But yes, a lot of stuff. He's had a very huge learning curve, and I also because I consider my career to be like third on my list of priorities because this is a very fickle career. So I do take stuff in consideration when it comes to my family first before my careers. Because one, the only reason why he's out here is because of me.
Yeah.
You know, even though he's found his niche really strong in his career here, so now he does feel a point of being in California outside of just his wife's career. But it was very hard for him. And even with stand-up, I'm very choosy because I'm not about to be out, you know, just trying to do a hot 5-minute set. I got to be at a club 3 hours to wait to do a 5-minute set when I could be at home kicking it with
Girl,
my husband.
you a mama.
Yes.
You a mama, baby.
And teaching my son how to read.
Exactly.
All these things. So I am very choosy. So in some ways, I probably have stunted some of the growth that I would have had because, you know, I have single friends that can go up every night and be out until 12 o'clock trying out material and all this stuff. And I'm like, I'm going to try it out in front of y'all when y'all come to visit me to eat.
Yeah.
And if the joke work, I'll do it the next time I'm on stage. So I feel like I do have a little bit of a different approach that, you know, other comics, I applaud them when I know that they're on stage every night just working on their stuff. That's just not the life that I choose to live because my family comes first.
That's a beautiful thing.
That's it.
That's a beautiful thing. All right, let's talk about the first time you went up in L.A. Where was this at?
At the Comedy Union.
Comedy Union.
Yes.
If people don't know about the Comedy Union, Comedy Union is majority of black crowd, pretty much. So therefore, it's definitely a place you want to address. And you know, did you feel like certain material you could say, certain material you couldn't say because you know it's certain comedy? You know, I always toy with the fact: is this for a white crowd? Is this for a black crowd?
Absolutely. Yeah. I love me some white audience. Oh yes, God, I love me a white audience.
They'll roll with you.
Oh yes, they will.
Yes,
they'll roll with a structured joke. They will be like, yes,
I followed that through the end. I like this guy.
But you know what? The Comedy Union still is a really great atmosphere. It still has like a people come to laugh.
Yeah.
Some other clubs, I feel like people don't come so much to laugh. They just come to watch. I don't know.
Judge. Be like, hey, brother.
Absolutely.
You know, when they sit there, when you hit that punchline and the brother's still sitting like this.
Yeah, you just like, all right.
Baby, what time is it?
You just want to pay the 2-drink minimum to judge me? Like, you auditioning for American Idol? To be a judge? I don't, it was enjoyable. One, because being it was my first time up, I had a lot of people there that knew me. I mean, and there was a lot of other people who was their first time ever going up. So I think people were just surprised that any of us were funny.
Yeah.
So it was a great feeling. Like, I love that instant, which don't get on television, is you don't get that instant gratification. You don't know how people feel about it because you can't hear their response through the TV. So I love that mix of live theater where you get to hear the instant gratification of a laugh to know, that's right, I wrote that.
Yeah.
That joke. Thank you very much.
That's the killer right there.
Yeah, so, Comedy Union was my first one. And I love that place. I do.
Mm-hmm. And what kind of, I guess, topics do you kind of touch on?
Before we move on,
family and motherhood a lot because I started doing stand up right after I had my baby, so my life was all of that, and I think it's very relatable even for people who have never had kids. You've seen somebody with kids, and you wonder why they look a mess. And I'm just telling you what's
going on.
Yeah,
what happened? Like, how did you get here?
Yes, this is what happened. This is how they can destroy your life.
I have a comment.
Oh, we have a comment. We have a show.
We have a lovely lady. Her name is Natalie Fonsberg from Sweden, and she says, "Angel, I love you so much."
Oh,
there
Natalie,
you are.
I love you too.
That's what's up.
I love you. My Instagram followers, they just come.
You got some Swedes on your Instagram?
Oh, I'm international, baby.
Baby, you better get what?
I'm international. Russia, all over the place.
Girl, I don't even go to Elm Street, girl. Hey.
Thank you, Natalie.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And now, tell me a little bit about, I guess, just being experiences of being a woman in the entertainment business and definitely in the comedic business and all that stuff. The pros and the cons and, you know, uncomfortable situations. You know, it happens, you know. So.
Yeah, you know, it is a very male-dominant very male dominant industry.
Ain't nothing but brothers up in the
Right. And, with me being a married woman, my husband would be like, now, who is this?
Oh, that brother right there.
Who is this? And why are they so comfortable with you? I'm like, I don't know why. You know what? But I feel like one thing I will say about it is that if you are funny, comics, regardless of your gender, typically respect you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you literally are funny, they down for you. And that I do appreciate, but you just have to prove that. And do I find, I feel like I see funny female comics, so I don't think that it's so much that there aren't any. I feel like there needs to be more. And I mean funny because I've seen a lot that are not.
Yeah,
I mean,
it happens.
It does. And I mean, I'm like, all right, I've seen a lot of males that aren't, so I'm not going to tell them that you can't be up here.
Not only not funny, but getting a check and not funny. See, that's the thing about it. People don't understand. Like, it's a weird business because it's people. You can find bad actors that still working. You can find bad writers that continue to get staffed. And you're like, what?
Yeah. How did I? Yeah. So it is definitely, as a female, I feel like as long as your material is good, don't worry about nothing else. But your material needs to be good.
You gotta be tight.
Yeah, nothing else matters. Doesn't matter how cute you are. Can you make the audience laugh, and can you hold your own on stage?
Definitely. That stage presence is real.
What are you?
Definitely, and your husband, he got to be mad. He don't put the money on the rock right there. You can't even wave good, girl. Your wave is like,
I'm like,
you just giving the heads up. It does that, brother. It does that.
Yeah.
But definitely, let's get a little serious 1 second, man, and let's talk about what's going on in this crazy world of ours.
Yes.
Let's bring up the one and only, the great Mr. Bill William H. Cosby.
Oh, Bill.
Up in here. I mean, what are your views on it and all that stuff? It's a lot of things going on. We don't know what's true, what's not true. All we know is Bill is getting ridiculed in the media. That is confirmed.
Absolutely. He's definitely getting ridiculed. I don't put disgusting behavior past any human being that I don't know personally.
Yeah.
So just because I respect him as a comedian and as an actor and as a producer and all the stuff that he's done does not mean that I know what he does or does not do in his personal life.
Very true.
So when the women started coming forward, it wasn't like I was like, oh, never, Bill. I don't know that man outside of
we don't
Dr.
know William H.
Huxtable.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And at the same time, I don't know these women either.
Yeah.
However, I will say what really stuck with me was when it was two specific women that came forward that made me go, ooh, this is really not looking good. And they're women that I respect. Again, I don't know them like that, but I also realize they have nothing to gain. It's actually, they have probably more to lose to come forward now. And that was Beverly Johnson, who's a model and a wig maker. And then Tamara, I'm forgetting her last name, but she works on Law and Order. She is one of the MEs for 13 years. When they spoke on it, it really made me go,
when Beverly Johnson, with a black woman that famous came out, every black person was like,
yeah. It was just because you're just because the other women, you're like, I don't know if they.
Who's this random?
Yeah, it could have been 15 minutes fame. It could be truth. I'm not trying to make any woman who feels like they were raped or had any type of sexual abuse feel like, I don't care if it's 60 years down the line, you can
speak on it.
Oh, yeah, nobody should tell you, no, it was so long ago, or you now are not valid. But when she spoke on it, I was like, this is not something that she wants a part of her brand.
Yeah.
So for her to speak out about it just made me go, oh,
Yeah.
Bill.
Because she wasn't even joining the lawsuit. She was just speaking on it. She was like, hey, this is what happened to me. Y'all stay positive. I'm going to go be beautiful again.
Right. So it's just for me, if he did it, I hope that these women are vindicated in the fact that some people now believe them. And if he didn't do it, I pray that something is put on their conscience to say that this didn't happen. But right now I'm leaning towards that it's a good possibility. He done did something. Maybe not to everybody, but he done did something to somebody.
Because I was hearing all of it. As soon as I heard Beverly Johnson, I just threw them off.
I did. Oh, well, it's OVA.
I don't even know what to do now.
Right.
Definitely. And also, you also being in a sorority. Tell them sorority.
Yeah, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
You better let them know. My mom's a Delta, so I hear that all the time.
She's
like,
a wonderful woman.
those Reds. Gotta love the Reds. Definitely. And they have a show out now on VH1.
Not us, not Deltas, but there is a show out on VH1.
It's VH1, and it's showing actual, it's like Love and Hip Hop, but it's put in a sorority type setting where these women are acting a certain way in a certain image. And if you had anything to say about it, because I'm kind of confused. Everybody's getting in an uproar about this and about how black women are being portrayed, and sororities being portrayed, but like, I thought it was a problem when black women in general were being portrayed in these shows that came out previously.
This is what I'll say really quickly on that, is that I'm all about you get your coin however you want to get your coin. And if getting your coin means you about to act ratchet and act like a coon for lack of a better word,
Sweet.
That's on you. I do have a problem when you take a whole organization with you.
Yeah.
That's the problem. When you are constantly putting this organization in your mouth, where people who don't know the organization start to attribute your personality to the organization. That's what kind of got me twisted on it, because I'm like, Love and Hip Hop, I don't watch it per se, but at least you just representing yourself. Your family. That's what you're doing. But when you start representing something that I'm affiliated with, I don't want people to think that I act like you because we're both a part of this same organization. So that's where they're kind of using the work that the sorority has done, the notoriety of these sororities to give themselves validity and give themselves some sort of clout, when that is not. No ma'am, you act ratchet by yourself with your own name. Don't use other people's letters and things just to make yourself famous.
Yeah, and the sororities are feeling like that as well. I just heard recently that they've suspended these sisters for a couple of years now.
Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. I said, get your letter snatched, dummy. I remember how much it costs to join and all the work. Yeah, whatever.
But definitely, before we gotta bring it to a close right quick, but let the people know anything else you got coming up.
Again, I'll be on Workaholics this month, episode 5. I think they're just about to do their premiere. You can always check me out on my YouTube channel, That Chick Angel TV, just past 31,000 subscribers.
This one was working.
Come on over.
Yep.
And I'll be around, so you can catch me on Twitter at Angel the Actress, and I'll let you know what I'm doing then.
Definitely. And any words of wisdom for that young actress that's sitting at home, like, I think I want to come to LA, because you're a transplant as well. You're not, you weren't right down the street. So.
Well, you know what? I have on a bracelet that says, she believed she could, so she did.
Speak.
So that's what I say. If you believe you can, then you're going to do it.
That's what's up. And we're going to bring it to a close with that right there. And once again, I'm your host, Ashford Thomas, not Tay Diggs. It's Ashford baby.
It's very easy to get them confused.
You know it. Definitely. And thank you for another episode of Stand Up and Sit Down. Be sure to follow me online at Ashford JT, and also follow my website, HowToYou, www.howtoyou, giving a fellowship, giving HBCU students a chance to work on a television production. We need this in our life. Check out the shows at www.howtoyou.com. It's been love. It's been another one. Happy New Year. I'm back up in this. Peace.
From producers Maria Menounos, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, Kevin Undergaro, and the entire BHL crew, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us at info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I'm your BHL announcer, Scipio. Instagram me at Planet Scipio. Thank you for tuning in.
Hollywood redefined.
The views expressed here are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.